I actually studied at UKZN Howard College. I studied jazz, but I don't consider the music I make jazz. I feel like the jazz is a type of genre. That is the root of a lot of genres. So, I feel like I grew up in the best times for umculo, because it was also the time, like early 90s, when everyone else who was exiled was coming back to South Africa. Oh, Mama Miriam Makeba, oh, Babu Huma, were forced to live abroad. So, yeah, man, even mina esikoleni so kwasindlo ngifunda na wonke umuntu yabo, so I can't say I experienced or witnessed ubandlululo.
Right.
Now I'm the concert and jazz center coordinator at UKZN Howard College. Kuna music every Wednesday, and we are the longest running concert series because they're all 1989. Exactly. Yeah,
that's a nice job.
So ingoma akhuluma ngayo Simitainment ithi Ogama. Umambo Simhlongo also did a cover of that song. Ithi Bakabene Ogama Bekabene ngengoto Bekagwe Hindu Bakaka Elegia Ikea La Kenge Kikeni Obelikata Likata
Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Kevin down there, and I'm with
you will Subcribe.
and this is Dark Kevin and Simmy show. You know what's up? Namhlanje we have a special guest buffet. So from our special guest, I wanna hear from my co-host here.
I'm Trent Poison. This is a very special edition of Simmy and Kevin show. The second episode. Spitting Namhlanje, South African vocalist, Thulile, Zama. She's a touring artist, nominated Summer nominated artist. Sombuza nje ngempilo uzosinika nolwazi kangcono about the music industry in South Africa.
So what a beast to the music industry.
Siyazi vele ukuthi kuningi okwaziyo like from every day.
So let's get to it. Usis Thulile singathi uqhamuka phi, upbringing, uzalwe nini, ukhule kanjani?
Okay.
Uthando lomculo lisuka.
Ngicabingelela qala.
Yebo.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the invite.
Thanks man.
I'm so happy we could make this happen. Njengoba sebeshilo igama lami uThulile Zama. I'm a vocalist. I actually studied at UKZN Howard College. I studied jazz, but I don't consider the music I make jazz. I feel like the jazz is a type of genre. That is the root of a lot of genres. So, but ngazalelwa la eThekwini Marane Hill. My parents, my mom's from Inanda and my dad is from Mkambatini. So ngazalelwa eThekwini, ngakhulela eThekwini. Then we left and we lived in Mandeni for 11 years with my mom and my sister. So ngafunda Stenga High. Lapho-ke sasinechoir eStenga High, but we also made our own like little choir nabangani bami. Basically, anyone that went to high school with me and was in Jam would have been forced to sing with me. So I'm that type of child who was singing before they were talking, yabo. So, kwangekho kunye kumina but to study music. It's just the only thing I've ever wanted to do, yabo.
So, mutu funde Howard UKZN. Ufunde with the likes of Play Coffee, Makati.
So no no banda ngabafica but inkosinathi maphumulo Black Coffee babe se DUT originally before the music schools merged uzakhele yena ngamfica futhi naye but yeah in that era impela I'm born on the 20th of July 1983 legends are born and
So how was like apartheid in South Africa in your time? How did you like?
Like we want to know.
I'm in Super 2000. Guys, all I remember is ngikhumbula ibizana tear gas. Well, I was like growing up in the tailor end of Bandlulu.
Yeah.
So I remember a few sessions where it would be Wuti. No one's allowed to go anywhere, and there being tear gas episodes, but I wasn't in the thick of Udlala.
Yeah.
Ubunjani umculo during that era? Like
I feel like I grew up
because umculo kwakuyiyona indlela yokusenda message to the world.
Definitely. I feel like I grew up in the best times for umculo because it was also the time like early 90s when everyone else who was exiled was coming back to South Africa. Or Mama Miriam Makeba, or Babu Shumasika. Were forced to live above pressure abroad. So yeah, man, even when I escolate, so like what's into umfunda na wonke umuntu. So I can't say I experienced or witnessed Ubandlulu.
Alright.
But also in terms of South African music at that time, man, kusakhono Juluka.
Mahotela Queens.
Mahotela Queens.
Oh, Babu Hot Sticks.
Kulum Delizuga.
You gotta love South Africans.
Yeah.
Ayikho into edlula thina.
Ayikho.
Ngisho ngakuthola khala ngisho kuthola kahle kodwa hlezi sithola indlela ukwazi ukujabula.
So umuntu okhulele esontweni in terms of music, ne?
Definitely not just in terms of music. I am a church girl even till this day. I grew up in a good Christian home and umkhulu wami and my sister used to sit because kwakuthina kuphela bazukula isikhathi eside. My mom is the first one. We used to sit with the church hymn book umkhulu asifundisa and it was some of the best times of my life, you know. And then ke sakhula masihlakaniphile ke then umamncane and my uncle started having babies. So then we had these little live dolls. So if we go cousin better, oh my gosh. Yeah, I've actually just celebrated I went up to Joburg to celebrate my cousin's birthday. And the last time seeing that one birthday, so he was turning 15 and I was turning 30. 12 years ago. So it was overdue.
Yeah, it was overdue. That's fun. So like I want to know from you, since you say you grew up in Mandela, I'm from Mandela. I'm like, I'm telling you, that's a Mandela island. So I want to ask from you, like their past generation, like music was a thing in Mandela. It's just like,
you know what? I feel like now I know so many people from Mandela who are involved in the music scene. One of my favorite pianists, Zawadi Amunga.
Zawadi
is from Mandela.
Lying, it's can't.
Uzawadi ulosislo kwingoma ya Temtura. So why when you're not like jumping in the piano scene in terms of music because you have an amazing voice?
Thank you so much. So there was a season of my life in my older age where I was like, okay, I'm trying to wear school in, and then I went to study my honors in communication and media, and then I feel like that was the peak time where people were asking me to jump on. And it was so hard, guys. He's calling my gigs, Lana. So I just couldn't get my head around getting my act together. But it's not something that's not going to happen in the near future. I know one of the people that I would really like to work with. Besides you, of course. Is Music Man. Oh man. Like,
Music Man.
I lost an opportunity to work with Music Man, but I know we're gonna make it happen in the near future.
Like there are some maybe other like artists maybe you wish to work with as an artist.
Not just in the dance scene. Kona Ubabe too Kefa Simenya.
She's still alive.
Still to work with Bob K. Fasimenya. I'd love to work with Babu Temba Mkize. Like, man, I think especially pianists are so amazing. In KZN, just my pianists that are so good. You know, a good friend of mine from Varsity Days has now since been living in Durban again. Begim Tembu. We're hoping to do something together. Yeah, but nje kuningi, and there's so much. I love the youth guys. I love the people that are coming up because you guys are so great.
Yeah, I see that.
Like, man, get onto that.
Yeah, I see on the socials. So tell us more about your role in UKZN. Like,
okay, yes. So I did study at UKZN like theaters, like I've worked at the Bat Center. That was one of my first jobs. I've always had a day job.
Yeah.
Because I've always been the person who needs to have a house and a car. Like, I can't be struggling out. You know, but God has been gracious in situations where I can still work on my passion, even in my day job. So right now I'm the concert and jazz center coordinator at UKZN Howard College. We do music every Wednesday, and we are the longest running concert series because they're 1989. Exactly. Yeah.
That's a milestone.
So even the no more we are just take a pause. We have some of the best music.
Live performances. Live performances. You cater for students, adults,
acts, national acts, KZN acts. So in the lineup for July, Kuza Usisi saxophonist Tulinda Chabalala. She got the concert SA Mobility funding. Next week, Kuza an all-female jazz band from Pretoria, EJCFI.
So
been wanting to come to Durban
for a long time.
People like Concerts SA, they take out the funding. It's okay, artists can be mobile, apply and now they can actually come to Durban.
Yeah, so I saw Concert SA giving people funding for them to like make their concerts into live.
And also be able to get from point A to point B.
Transportation.
Visas.
Exactly. I had an opportunity to apply, and I couldn't decide whether I'm going to Eastern Cape, which I've always wanted to go to. There's so many great musicians from Eastern Cape, and I've always imagined the music. Bafana nabantu base-jazz center bazele ukuzolalela music and understand holistically as the audience. So I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go to Eastern Cape or whether to go back to Eswatini. Because Eswatini has got a special place in my heart because that's one of my first tours that I've ever done. With my girl band, Hills Overhead. So I apply and asked guys ngicela funding. Ngifuna ukuthi manje, however many years later, Thulile, I want the people that knew my music in Swaziland to rediscover me. Babon would say in my journey. But I'd also like to go to Eastern Cape, which meant to put a lot of investment on my part as well, which inject, you know, because being gay, my content say
because
if we need now, you've got to, you know, put yourself out there. You know,
so you attend like isn't it fun and no music in Bizo to get that knowledge?
Of course, it's always so important. I feel like as a Matego, especially as a Tegui in Nairobi, guys, we need to have our ears out there. We need to know when things are happening. So all these workshops, whether Osama is giving a workshop or there's a networking session, our content essay, and then there's people like me and Flavin who are forever willing to share knowledge. And I'm always putting things out there. I put
it out there. You share a lot.
Exactly. If anyone is like, tools help me in getting good, I'm happy to make time to help. So definitely.
So are you an independent artist or you have some kind of management on your back?
So let me just go back in history. I've always been an independent artist. The first project I ever recorded with was Heels Overhead, my girl band. Jomba Benshilu.
2008, like it was recorded in 2008.
Well, we've got got two projects actually. Eyodwa Dropa 2010.
Yeah.
That one was nominated for South African Music Award. And in the essence, we're doing something right is because we won the Yamaha national competition.
During 2010, were you like gigging with the
2010, that's the year.
Yeah, that's the year. That's the year.
I'll never forget. There's one gig. It was the closing ceremony of the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup.
Guys, and the number of people was as huge as the ocean. You can imagine. No, I don't know. But we killed it. Cool, you know. And you know, people always say, what happened to Hills of It? Guys, it's a corner. It's a corner. So, it must be the local. Then we play with the original pianist, Ulindi Ngwanelo. And our steps Jeva.
Hip hop.
So that's our Joburg version. Like Tegwin, the original members, which are me, founding member, and drama with Rebecca Doty, are still here. So we're always looking out for Abanye who are based in Durban that we work with. And like these days, it's because we're doing corporate gigs, you know. No, the public deserves, you know, to hear us. And then also in Cape Town, we've got a Cape Town version. So there's always two people flying in. Either the two from Joburg is a Tinetegi, no Tinetegi, we're going up to Joburg or going to Cape Town, and then playing with Tracy Johannes on the bass. And then Unobuhle Ashanti on piano. But very capable hands.
Right. So Ngathi, you do a lot of concerts, live in concerts. So how do you get like theaters to?
I don't get me. I knock. I break down doors, guys.
Yeah.
I can't
I send you my very professional high resolution pictures.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hi, here's my updated profile. I'm fundi ukuthi kunendawo engikhohlwayo. But also mawungabizwa akazi ukuthi ke then twiddle your thumbs at home. Kubalekile ukuthi ubonakale. For you to get more work, people need to see you working. You know? So there's restaurants around Durban.
I saw you perform for it. I also perform up the road.
But also there's spaces like East St. Clements in Musgrave, which is a restaurant. Abana sound. They've got the space, and they're like, if you want to do anything,
you can come.
Whether it's hip hop or poetry. They open their space
and
up.
even comedy.
St. Clements.
Even comedy.
Exactly. So I think it's up to us. Let's get things going. One of the things I did is that I invested in my own sound. And it's not anything luxurious or fancy.
You have a sound company?
No. I've got sound. So it's because I'm one of those where there's the bass and then there's the tower.
It's over.
The pack lights, exactly. Pack light situation. I've got my own mic and cable. So at least ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngibe mobile ngiyena omkuphi able to bring my own sound.
Have you ever went to the Cape Town Jazz Festival?
Not to perform. I feel like the national festivals, they don't have that much representation of Durban artists. I feel like Kappa is always looking out for is always looking out for Joburg people. Who are like internationally gigging, so they get
their recognition.
But otherwise, there's a lot going on. There's too many talented people, and I feel like personally in this. That's it. I'm an actor. Open up the industry. Music.
So tell us more.
I'm the justice.
About actors. Tell us more about your acting gig and the Pedro's acting acts. That's not
everything.
TV. How now I'm still too I even DM'd her. She hasn't got to born at her.
People were like, Tools, the lady looks like you. Isn't you?
Yeah.
So when I was studying my Bachelor of Arts in Music, I did do a semester in drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, guys, ngayithanda drama.
Same here.
Izongwinya. So ngashaya semester kodwa ngabaleka ngela music because I don't want to be a jack of all trades as umfundi, but not mastering anything. So I felt like I just needed to concentrate. So every time I get a gig that is like acting or narrating, I always say, Uti, you know, if you don't way and it's your calling, you know. So yes, that gig, I auditioned. In fact, they saw it told me if I could even audition.
Let's
say chubby. What got me the gig is my afro. Because it's something I had the pom-poms, but I had them all over my head. You know? And I think television has become very open in the sense of blonde and blue-eyed is no longer the selling point. In South African TV, now you see everyone that looks like everyone. So they have really opened it up. So Pedro's is a Durban company. So it was shot in...
Shout out to Pedro's for having my sister out there.
So they saw the pictures, they were like, okay, we'd like you to audition. I auditioned along with other people and I got the gig, you know. So it was a very, very fun ad to shoot. Amazing cast.
Obviously, you Pedro's here and I'm saying,
I was like, if I'll charge it.
Guys, I
got paid for the gig and now it's
every time when the...
I'm a lifetime of Pedro's. No. But Pedro's, you can still hit me up.
So,
Pedro's in this podcast.
Yeah. Ish.
Yeah.
Manje, why you ngangenelanga like for ukucula lemculi like ushaka ilembe making soundtracks and stuff?
Okay, so those
because
things,
voice yakho stands out.
Those things or syncing license are things that ngiyabona ngoba bathi sikhuluma ngama workshop nolwazi ukuthi wenze njani mawufuna ungena kumkhakha kanje scoring or what. So I do have publisher.
Publisher.
I do have a
distributor,
and he's always got his ears on the ground, and you know, so he's cut some akusho ukuthi amathuba ngeke avuleke. I do have a publisher who's on it, you know. He's got a lot of artists, including artists in the UK and stuff. So, but nami those arms are twinyela ngelanga nje sothi silalela Netflix yabo.
So usashanje ngaleyo thought sathi ungenzela like the khona le ama Miriam Makeba the cover you did angazi qiqa ngibonile ushela kancane ushela nje kancane.
So guys, I love Mama Miriam. She's one of my favorite vocalists on earth.
You did a tribute to her, to Mama Miriam Mama Africa.
Since 2017. In fact, I call it tribute to Sophia Town because I feel like the people that came before us, so much as we are creative, we are songwriters, we do our own thing, it's also important to sikhumbule the people that came before us. So ingoma akhuluma ngayo simitainment ithi ogama. Umambusi Mhlongo also did a cover of that song. Ithi baqabene ogama beqabene ngengoqo beqagwe hinduba qaka eleqia iqea laqinge qigeni obeliqatha liqatha leqide hey baqabene ogama because I'm learning the bass because you're in Taza
so
it's just South African jazz. South African jazz is not based on the jazz as America that's all about scatting and improvising. it's about retaining isintu sethu.
Yeah. Ubabra you masikela like did jazz. Yeah,
And he wrote a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Oh, Mam Dorota Masu. Oh, Mamu Mary McKeb. Like he wrote Meet Me at the River.
Yeah, no.
Have you met him?
I didn't get the opportunity to. I didn't get the opportunity to see Mam Mary McKeb live. I did see Mam Busim Song live a lot of times. Like, I would go to.
She still perform or?
No, she's late. She's passed away.
I'm too young for that.
But you see why it's important for me to continue the tribute.
To tell people like
like if family yake, how does the Miriam of the Makeba family ngathini?
Yeah.
Gets it ukuthi you sample umculo wakhe or you perform ama covers.
So Makeba had one daughter, Ubogi, who unfortunately passed away, and she's got 2 children. Uzinzi Makeba, umzukulu wakhe, is a vocalist himself. So when this project was in my heart, ngamthola, I called her up, ngamchazela ukuthi sis, this is what I want to do, and she's like, brilliant. She's got an American accent. Brilliant. Oh yeah. Brilliant. And she thought it was a great concept, and she gave me her full support. So yeah, it's fully supported by the little that I've lived.
Manje mengase kuthiwa qhamuka a documentary ekuthiwa this documentary uMamiri Makeba like how you can get the opportunity. Uthethekweni livalelekile iTheku kakhulu yabo. That's one thing.
And ngiyathanda nje ukuthi sana lethuba sisho ukuthi uhulumeni waseThekwini sicela support njengama because I guys abantu balambile laphandle amathuba laphandle, and it's not everyone who's got the little.
I saw nami nge auditionela uZalo, like I was mhlawumbe number 800 angaze nibani abantu balambile la ngaphandle yabo
800.
Yeah, 800 nakhona I didn't like ngilithole lelo thuba lelo ukuthi ngavela khona kuZalo as an extra actor yabo, ngihamba emgaqweni abantu bangibona now Pure TV yabo. It was me, yabo.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing that the film industry, the television industry, that are shot in Durban. And like it's great things that are happening, but I just feel like we need a consistent source of support from the people of Aspete. They're not looking out for us. You know,
true that.
There's community art centers. They are representing everyone. Like say when it's a lineup, it's an all-male lineup, and no one questions anything.
Yeah, with some female up.
So many amazing female artists. Futhi nabanye nje abangabona abantu abamnyama per se. Ethekeni khona wonke umuntu. When I talk about representation, it's not just about gender. But it's about the fact that we've got a living legend, Ubabu Melvin Peters, you know, who ofika about Bremen in Germany, Abungas. Like guys, why do people need to be celebrated outside?
Now we're back celebrated outside, like abantu. I saw.
You go to There's a Dr. Natalie Rangan. Natalie just got a doctorate in music. Why is that person not in the lineup? You know?
Yeah, that's a great question, actually.
Audience or niche,
you know what? I feel like the audiences need to be built. COVID was cool as an audience. Support. Like I go to as much as I can go to. I support as much as I can. But I think COVID, Zama introverts go back to
being introverts.
But building an audience is one of the things I'm super passionate about. You've got to start from somewhere, and you've got to be consistent. You've got to Mario Giga, have a little book. Whoever would like to receive my email and share the email address and try and be communicative with abantu abalandeli ubazisa ukuthi hayi bonjalo ngizovela kwi podcast hayi bonjalo ngiseduka on Saturday.
So how did you get like the Duka residency with Jalo on Sunday? This is Thulile.
No, it's not Jalo on Sunday.
Oh, I thought it's every Sunday. Sunday is
Hey guys, did you know that now Popular Studios offers podcast shoots right here? So it's only just 600 rand. We edit, we film. You just have to come with e-guest yako khona la. Don't forget to look below for our contact details. To send my messages. So we'll when we guest. Just only 600 rand. Then it's done for you.
So the Sunday experience has been going. In fact, Unawase Dukai used to own a restaurant called Betwa in Musgrave, and he had music even back then. So he's always had a passion for music and having his space being used for music.
Yeah.
So what's in my COVID? Lord December la waphela khona nya COVID, we had a meeting, watch it, okay, I'm ready to try again, yabo. And the cool thing about the owner asset Dukai is that he invested in those speakers.
Yeah.
So at least more figure now it's like they meet you
halfway. Yeah.
So the residency, as you called it, is normally 4 or 5 bands rotating.
Yeah. I get you.
So Tolubuti like Usanele moved to Joburg.
Usanele Jamin.
Usanele Kubisa, amazing vocal.
Also, Usandile Jamin, you did a show with him, Playhouse. How was it performing for a large audience in the...
So Playhouse has got this amazing feature called the Playhouse Sundowners that happen once a month on a Friday, which... artists, they book 2 artists at a time, but also poets in between, you know, and it's one of those spaces where as much as it's happening in the foyer, so instead of being stuck in traffic trying to go home, was a Playhouse, have a drink, watch amazing music. And spaces like that help artists grow their audience and enlarge their audience.
Right.
So yes, the last time I was billed with one of my favorite bassists,
Sunday.
Yes, and I did a set and he did a set and we were forward between as well.
So in future are we gonna see a symphonic for Usis Thulile mhlambe being live with an orchestra?
It's funny you bring that up because it's one of the dreams I have for the tribute projects. How amazing would it be if this music was done at a larger scale? But guys, apply funding is a full-time job. So kuyasiza ukuba team. I wish I was at that point in my life where I've got a team. But for now, my team is my amazing social media lady who keeps us out there. Yeah, guys, social media is weird. But shout out to Zoduma for keeping our social media always popping.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Publisher, Tawini Creatives, like I mentioned them earlier. Guys, social media.
You have a record label, eh?
No, I'm independent. What record label?
It's entertainment.
And then entertainment is the company.
The company.
It's the company. Njengomuntu who's got a passion for my industry, not just for Thulile getting out there. Was like for this last Saturday, the company was working. We booked DJ Show, was performing at an event, and we booked a band called Sound Minds. So as the end in the company, we are able to curate
event.
So we curating.
I'm also a DJ. Can you please book me?
Send me a phone call.
All right, cool.
But they flying in a Joburg artist. See Tool, hey guys, that's Tool artists.
They fly a lot of Joburg.
So Maziganjan, DJ Simmy, if it's not Matsuba, light seriously, so we need to fix that. We need to fix the representation. And also, you know what I would really love? The simple things like opening acts. The simple thing with Maguzumuntu or as you are, opening acts.
Opening acts.
What happened to that concept? concept, because how then are we going to be able to know people in the larger scale? Durban, it's not a lack of talent.
I feel like mele usuke manje UKZN and we got department of sports and arts and culture like umuntu coordinator zonke lezi zinto, because like I feel like
the passion.
It's billion, is there.
Yeah. I mean, UKZN would cry, but you know.
Are you doing a lot for UKZN?
But champion like underground show, maybe they are not listened to, or
yes, I think we need to be united, speak in one voice. Yeah, but there are pockets of like ama-organization kubukeke ngazuthi hayi gift bayibhekelela bona bona yabo.
So ama-corporates afana no-UKZN banika budgets.
Not a corporate, UKZN. We fall more under government. So
budgets
just sentence we're one of the longest running concerts in Africa. But we don't even have a 5 rand as a budget from the institution or from any funder.
So how do you pull out like ukuthi mhlambe kuzomduduza emakhathini?
It's a door deal. It's a door deal. So I mean, we've had the likes of Kujenga, Busha, the likes of Dr. Nduduza Makhathini, Dr. Madala Kunene, because the
Madala Kunene
abantu abazela ukuzolalela music umuntu uphuma endlini yakhe ngoba ezolalela wena. It's such a privilege for artists to be able to play in a space like that. So as much as it's just a door deal, kugcina make sense because they're looking at things holistically and not just about the Benjamins.
So your tour in Germany, how did it come up? Like touring Germany?
Well, I've got a long-standing relationship with Germany. The church has been a big part of my life. So ngakhulela eLuthela, which ama-roots akhona ase-Germany. So the first time I ever went to Germany was as a youth, youth exchange, culturally baphila kanjani. Nabo balethi youth yabo yeza. So ngahambe with 2 from Lady Smith, oyedwa Pretoria, and then it was me. And I built a lot of relationships. The next time ngibuya kwakunyaka olandelayo, I got an opportunity to work with the choir at the Church of Vansbeck. So it's just been a very authentic growth in the market, Europe. Because 2024, my first gig of the year was in the Netherlands. On the 7th of January. And that's because ngangiye Germany ngiyovakasha and then ngaputha out my feelers kuma connections amase-Netherlands ukuthi ngiyeza. And then umganamo Ildunanja, who's a bass player, was like, listen, if you're coming, I send indaba gig. Because I'm at that age where a lot of my friends are like married with kids. So COVID made it's a long time of I'm a cool aunt working towards being a rich aunt. So the Europe thing has just been an authentically growing situation. So this year, we're by an organization called EMS. They wanted to raise funds. So they work a lot with education in Indonesia, in Kenya, in South Africa, and in the Middle East. So they wanted to raise funds for their educational fund. So sahlanganisa makhanda ke ukuthi ke mina ngizohamba ngiyokwenza ama concert, and all the proceeds from those concerts went to their educational fund. And I toured the southwest of Germany and had the opportunity to play with the pianist I played with before, Miss Hanju, but also other pianists and other choirs and other, again, a lot of churches. But it was very successful, and we're hoping we would see so was a repeat of it.
So tell us more about Isisingatiwe album from Indian.
So I first recorded with Heels Overhead in 2010, and then we had another EP, Isonde Lango 2023. Not 2023, 2013. Guys,
Yeah,
Not
Sekukudala
some
futhi.
point. So there was a lot of writing going on between me and a friend of mine who's a pianist. There was a lot of writing going on, but we weren't that serious about what's so fun. Then COVID happened. Mina, because I'm a workaholic, kwaba ukuthi ke senzani nge-COVID siyakhamisa sihlale ekhaya sithi hawe makwenzakalani or we getting this album done. So we took the opportunity yokuthi soyiphela le album ukuthi nje mayiphela i-COVID siyayidropha siyayikhipha. In fact, our debut single from that album sisingathiwe Coffee in the Morning was dropped in 2020. We just wanted to test the water. It's more neo soul, like R&B, neo soul. Because guys, I grew up. I was music. Tamia, no Brandy, Tony Braxton.
Tony Braxton.
Really love that
neo sound.
Or Rochelle Farrell, Jill Scott.
Jill Scott, yeah.
So yeah, when you think Sisingatiwe, think more that vibe. There's a lot about faith. A lot about faith in the album, a lot of encouragement. Because Pelang it's a siglia. So we just wanted to pick me up, feel good. Yeah.
So what inspired the album cover?
So my
because
my uncle Umsandeni Zama is one of my favorite graphic designers, and what do I want the album to invoke? So album cover had to speak to that. So the concept he came up with is that because we're from Durban, we're going to honor our city. Me, I love my city. I'm passionate about this place. And then there's big bubbles, warm bubbles, colorful bubbles coming down from the sky.
Yeah, from the sky,
This is homework, by the late. And you zoom into the album cover. You can see me standing on a building. And you can see my collaborator or pianist.
Alright. Oh, check it out. Yes, I can access. So
it's illustrated like most of my albums are illustrated. And
shooter.
I do like shooter, but I feel like the music should speak for itself and not just you.
Alright. So if you fall back on the grouping, then what happened? Like you fall back.
Like what happened to like in then like
No, it's like you know how I was saying hills overhead. People move to Joburg, other people move to Keta. Like Mhlabe is Pila Sabantu. People move on. And I'm always the biggest supporter and celebrator of people who are like, okay, so the person I was collaborating with for Endin has always worked for a UK-based company. And Ubanama stints where he spends 4 years ehlala UK noma over years. So vele sasazi ukuthi kuzofika isizini la
kumele hambe khona. Alright, I get you.
So wabuyela UK at that time, and I've actually, because we were working just the two of us for such a long time, and the COVID I've had so much fun working with full bands again, but also having a month of working with other people, like in Sandwenzi Gigi, Emaritzburg. It was so nice. Let's come back. Sandwenzi Gigi, Emaritzburg, with the Mr. Mazibugo, one of my pianists, and then we asked a guy called Sanele Ndombela, who's a guitarist, and I've always liked Sanele's sound because the Sanele sound they're neo soul. So we were like, Sanele, let's go do Marisol. The combo, fire. So we've been working with the full band, Mawate to Arishi Eastern Cape. I'm working with Uspem Gwengwe, Senzo Damba, my favorite bassist in the country, and we've been picking up drummers all over. So it's just been great for growth, also being able to work with other people. So the season for everything comes
to an end.
And exactly. And you just have to roll with it and
enjoy and just have memories about that.
New music being recorded. Is there any new music being recorded?
I've got Passions. that I think it's too early to talk about. But I've got two passions that are kind of different to anything that I've ever done. So I don't know whether to prioritize them or whether to just drop new music. I do write a lot. Like I've always got like ideas and all.
Yes, you're a songwriter.
Yes, yes. Like there's always so much to say.
So many uze studio uzobhalela like these shy little vocalists out
we
there.
can also have workshops, here songwriting, and get the shy out of it.
Yeah.
Balekile ukuthi ube umbhali, as you can have all the talent in the world, but there's a woman called Diane Warwick. Wabhalelo Tony Braxton, wabhalelo Celine Dion. She sits on a hill there in Beverly Hills, chowing. She's one of
Uji man. Same here. Kodwa phela as a songwriter kumele uyiharmonishe ingoma. I feel like maybe
most of them play an instrument though. So, like Udion is a pianist. But I think if you have the talent to sing or rap or whatever, to hone that talent to and I guys.
Yeah.
You don't give yourself
true that.
to try. We'll
never know. Yeah.
True that.
I'll also collaborate with other people who've done it in the industry. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as it's clear, it's okay. Okay, so entertainment. Asigcwalisa ama-forms ethu
sesihamba festing fest.
Thank you. Sidumizwe lonke seniyala manje let's get our paperwork done. Yeah. And a lot of talks with the collaborating with people. A lot of talks in Kalangala, and then people sort of.
I feel like
I used to vocalists who are like.
I feel like if you can like manage me as an artist, I could go far.
If I had $1 for every time someone said that, I'd be rich. Magic Kingdom, there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
24 hours in a day. Well, if as in then entertainment, but we can do what we can do in the small scale that we do it in. I feel like everyone can get a little piece of me. But I've never really wanted to get into artist management of managers and artists, because then that is very time consuming. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm spoiled. So manager, we go band, project 99. Hey, that girl used to be cooking our dinners while we're in studio. Used to be, she Malai Tele, shout out to you. She was like there for us. So I'm spoiled in that sense, and I know I do not have the capacity as
to do this
for anybody. I'm trying to feed myself. I wake up and I've been chopping my salads every day, trying to feed myself. So in my 50s, maybe in my 50s.
All right. So in years to go, usis Thulile Zama, ufuna ukuthi simkhumbule kanjani?
I like that question. I like that question a lot. I think I treat people how I like to be treated. So I think ngifuna ukukhunjulwa njengomuntu oyithanda isithi yakhe kakhulu. Ewuthanda futhi anything arts kakhulu, and who rocked up and showed up for the arts.
As ukhuluma ngelonge all-female jazz band, I heard that you were nominated for a Zama award. Yeah. How did which song made you like?
It was the album. Our debut album, It Could It Be. And I remember we were nominated alongside Jonathan Butler. Guys, it was like, okay, the stamp that you need to say you're doing something right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying good nominations or awards are everything, because it's not everyone's gonna get the opportunity
to be nominated.
Exactly. As females in a very, very, very male-dominated industry, we really needed that nod of approval. And people even in their capacity, like now, pianist who is Ulindi Ngonelo, she's got a single out and she writes amazing music. And she's gonna drop the album hopefully this year. Keep waiting, We've gone out even as individuals and done a lot,
So your relationship with the Afro Soul. So you have some kind of relationship
band.
there. The
Or
Afro
the
Soul, the band, the Afro
Oh,
Soul
yeah.
from Etsegwini.
Yeah. Well, I have a relationship with all bands and all musicians from Etsegwini because where I can get an opportunity, I will get the opportunity and I will bring as many people along. So we have done bookings with the Afro Soul. I know
So
the
if-
last one was at Emakosini Boutique Hotel, which is one of my favorite spaces. They are also very warm and welcoming. Mawuthi,
So if my restaurants afuna ukubhuka usithuli amapha ama-details mhlawumbe ongashare nawo.
guys. I'm a stalker. So I do have a website, etandthenmusic.co.za. You can do it from the website or you can email me directly, which is tulilezama@gmail.com. Yeah, but never inbox.
Yeah, uyaphendula, yeah.
At stage like
Hey, July.
So I've gotten a lot of bookings from the inbox because my social media lady is so on point. So yeah.
That's good.
We're on the ball.
So what happened? Like I saw you started some kind of a broadcast with my members of Indeni.
Oh, that was the podcast. Yeah, what's Bushabalala? There's a friend of mine who plays saxophone. We're always like so Ivusa. We used to call it a fortnight fix. One of the things that we got right in the COVID was online presence. So it wasn't a podcast more than it was just posting minimum once every 2 weeks, to once a week. Because there wasn't gigs and stuff, then we had the luxury of time. Being able to do so. Yo, guys, now that everything is back to full swing, it's hard to keep it balanced. Hence why I believe in a team. Where possible, if I had to run my own social media, I only one once in 10 years. Manchester will be like, yeah, shoot it up.
So iziphinda like usuyekuzona around the world like njengoba Kenya or Germany.
Not that much. No, it's not that much, guys. So this year, Askulmo 2025. We did a gig in Swaziland with the full band, and it wasn't my first time in Swaziland. But I've never been to Botswana, I've never been to Zimbabwe, I've never been to Zambia, I've never been to Malawi, which is Omakelwane. You know, I have gigged in Mozambique and gone for leisure as well. I love Mozambique; it's one of my favorite parts. Minus the corrupt cops. Oh my gosh! They run everything. But drink wine, you know. But yes, otherwise Mozambique is beautiful, ruined by their corrupt police. But there's a lot of places I haven't seen. So this year I went to Swaziland. Yes, I went back to Germany. I saw a lot of Germany because it was a tour in the southwest, all the way to Stuttgart. And then my friend Umpume, who loves traveling the world, and she does a lot of amazing work in NGOs. So she was based in Tanzania for 3 months. I'll have a week in Tanzania and then I'm going to go to Kenya for a few weeks. So my trick was in the tailor end Tanzania and then see a bit of Kenya as well. Because when you go to East Africa, might as well go to 2 countries. It works out reasonably priced. So I called up a friend of mine, Utsum, who's a saxophonist. We used to serve in the same worship team like 24 years ago. Tim, I'm coming to Nairobi. What's it, Tim? Oh, that's great. Asbonan. Can Tim shoot last Sobonana corner? Is where he has his residence. Basically, like his. He wasn't playing that evening we met, but he definitely told the band I was playing. My friend is a vocalist, she's going to jam. Now I was never going to say no, guys. You're going to So yeah, I got to jam with the band that was playing that evening in Kenya. And it's good to make relationships and have those networks. If they ever call me, I was going to do the show. But I had had to invest and buy our own flight to go see
tickets,
Kenya and go, yeah.
How do you feel about Glenn McKenzie, our sports and arts and culture minister of South Africa? Is he doing a great job? In terms of like funding artists to go out to other countries and stuff.
I know there's a lot of eruption of anger and dissatisfaction with AMA organization, where the artists are being very vocal. I think artists have been quiet for a very long time. And Nazi Jama artists as a Tegwin particularly, Fanagas Fund, which is Mumban and speak in one voice. But yeah, I don't have a comment really about how do I feel about Minister which is Sabugile or which is Patele and Yazbuta running the corruption. Putting out those fires which we appreciate. God, I would just Patele is decided to travel. Yeah, so
because we are looking forward to just like Spone spaces of full and economic spaces and such as this, even here in Tegwin, they are banding there. Our 70s and you didn't football is entertaining. So
yeah, so we journey like the audience in terms of electorate UKZN like.
Okay, so ngithi mina nina nina nidinga manje ukuthi kube yimina i-audience ngoba mina ngisawumfundi eUKZN kusayibona labo bantu abebefike ngisawumfundi sebeyakhula manje and the people don't drive at night anymore. So it's up to us, the people that are coming up to support and further develop the audience. It's not bambeleli nje kuma pensioners to pay. But the UKZN audience particularly are people who it's their culture. They don't care who's playing. They just trust Thulile has curated another descent and they will support and come every week because that's just what they do on a week.
Can we be a media partner for another shows or is a host as figure?
Definitely.
In the background, let's make it happen.
Yeah, I'd love that.
So
UKZN Jazz Center, guys, we are welcome to host anything and anyone. One of the things we did this year is that we partnered with Page Ngwenya.
So Namdi, I can
Your Words poetry show and the space, and we always love it when different genres and different pockets of art come and do things at the Jazz Center because it means with now how can
so now me Simmy clumping perform with the band.
Why not?
It's up.
Jokes and jazz where we always make sure
jokes and jazz so
all genres merging and mixing and number concepts we're always welcoming proposals and of whatever concept so people are welcome
to
UKZN Jazz Center.
It's for everyone.
It's not just this place up the hill
so when
we've had Tatamia, we've had classical Indian art, we've had dance happening this year, we've had poetry, so
much going on.
So when can you play an instrument?
I'm learning the bass.
The bass.
I apply UKZN, they told me I have to know how to play an instrument.
My instrument is my voice.
So
when you're a singer, literally your voice is your instrument. That's your first practice.
Apply with audition.
Yes, of course. So we know as UKZN music, there's a lot of people wanting to do the whole mixing, the whole DJing, the whole producing. And we used to have an amazing guy called Tuan who used to teach DJing. I actually took up DJing. But I'm like DJing, I'm a vinyl. But Tuan no longer lives in Durban. So we do see the priority of inclusion of the dance genres. But it hasn't happened yet. So for now, we need someone to be able to play an instrument, either your voice or piano or bass, drums, whatever the case is.
Right.
Not only uzo DJ and your parent. I think that's enough. Oh yeah.
It's not available right now.
I wanted to study jazz. Yes, gab. Hey,
So have you picked up an instrument?
I have a piano. I need to start. Yeah, I need to start. Yeah, I need to start.
A lot of people start playing.
Yeah, it must want to. Yeah.
So feel like it's something.
Yeah.
Because we can't start you from scratch at the university level.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, what does it mean as an artist to have, like a certificate for music, for example?
Yeah.
Like, does it count on your acted?
I think education is important as a whole. I definitely would advise Guti, if Guti unento ithandayo, go and study it. Be it photography, be it drama, be it music. If you have a passion for it and go and study it. Because education is one of those things that no one can take away from you. If anything, iyakwaKha when iyakukhulisa. Ngahamba ngaqhubeka ngafunda, and my postgrad is a department called CCMS. Culture, Communication, Media Society. So, ngoba ngibona ukuthi as our industry, how can I gain more knowledge? You know, khulisa yona le undergrad yami yobuciko enginayo. But yes, education is very, very important, and I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Because I'm like I think
go with the times.
Yeah, but somebody say it's okay. Like, in order for me to sustain my life, I have to have a law and continue with my talents.
For sure. I know some artists have moved on and studied law, and they're entertainment lawyers.
Music lawyer.
Exactly. Not just
we need more like
entertainment industry. You know? So I know a lot of people mhlawumbe sokuthi unomusic usefuna ukuyokwenza therapy ukuthi how can I use music to heal. So the sky is not even the limit, guys.
Yeah, so like I want to know, like, what can you say, like, to a person who's watching right now?
Yeah.
They say like jazz is a long journey and I want to like be famous now, but I love to do jazz.
Study jazz if you want to be famous.
And like the type of music I don't know what to say.
Popular music.
Fame. Like, why are you doing music? Like, why do you want to do music? Fame shouldn't be part of the things of why you want to do music.
Must be passionate about it.
It must be something you're good to. There's nothing else you want to do. You know, the kind of lengane, so you can't even walk, but mom and drum kids, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not that passionate about it, find the thing that you are passionate about.
Just because you're passionate about it.
Yes, but the fame, in fact, it's I always laugh at people when they try and like be seen. Please, this is Durban. There ain't no celebrities here. I like to just like,
no man. Sibonga kakhulu sisithuza ukuzohlala nathi namuhla. It's been a long time, like ngifuna like ukuhlangana nawe yabo. Yeah, having this conversation sibonga kakhulu.
Yeah. Thank you for the invite, and thank you everyone for watching. Keep on supporting this one.
Subscribe. Subscribe, like and share. Boom.
Bye.
Bye. That's what's up.